At first, no one believed what they were seeing. The river was calm, the morning silent, until a desperate cry shattered the peace. A helpless animal was trapped, powerless against a force far greater than itself. Beneath the surface lurked something massive, something ancient. Every second mattered. Every breath was a gamble. This wasn't just a rescue. It was a battle between fear and courage. As the team arrived, they knew one wrong move could cost a life. The question wasn't if they could save it. The question was, would they dare to try? Nature can be beautiful, but today, it showed its cruel side. A gentle creature had wandered too close to danger, unaware of the terror waiting below. Suddenly, the water exploded into chaos. A giant predator struck without warning, dragging its victim toward the depths. Panic filled the air as onlookers froze in disbelief. But fear alone wouldn't save a life. Against overwhelming odds, a brave rescue team stepped forward. They knew the risk. They felt the danger, yet they chose compassion over safety, because some lives are worth risking everything for. The animal's cries echoed across the riverbank, a sound filled with pain, fear, and desperation. Its eyes searched for help, for mercy, for a miracle. And somehow, that miracle came. Strangers became heroes. Hands that could have turned away chose to act. With trembling hearts and unbreakable resolve, the team moved closer. Every step felt heavier than the last. But in that moment, one truth was clear. No creature deserves to suffer alone. And today, kindness would fight back. The water stirred. Then it surfaced, massive, powerful, unstoppable. A giant creature guarding its territory, unaware of the fragile life in its grip. The rescue team stood frozen, not from fear, but from awe. This was no ordinary challenge. This was a clash between humanity and raw nature. Tools were raised. Voices shouted. Hearts pounded. One mistake could trigger disaster. But hesitation could mean death. So they charged forward, driven by courage stronger than fear itself. Time was running out. The trapped animal grew weaker with every passing second. The current pulled harder. The danger grew closer. Rescuers shouted instructions, moving as one. Sweat mixed with river water as tension reached its peak. This was the moment where everything could go wrong. Or everything could change. With one final push, one last act of bravery, they gambled everything for a single life. Courage isn't about strength. It isn't about size or power. It's about choosing to act when fear tells you to run. That day, ordinary people did something extraordinary. They faced a giant not with hatred, but with determination. They fought not to conquer, but to save. And in that moment, humanity proved something powerful. Even against the greatest odds, compassion can win. Because courage lives in the heart, not the muscles. Just when it seemed all hope was lost, something changed. The animal stirred. A breath. A movement. A sign of life. The rescuers refused to give up. Hands reached out. Ropes tightened. Voices whispered encouragement, as if the animal could understand.
Okay, she's out.
And maybe it did. Because hope is contagious. And when someone fights for you, sometimes that's enough to survive. Silence fell over the riverbank. For a brief moment, no one moved. No one breathed. Then, freedom. The animal was safe. Cheers erupted. Tears flowed freely. Against impossible odds, life had been saved. Not by force, but by unity. Not by dominance, but by compassion. It was a reminder the world desperately needed. Kindness still exists. This rescue wasn't just about one animal. It was about choosing empathy in a world full of indifference. It was about standing up when walking away would be easier. The team walked away exhausted, but proud. They didn't defeat nature. They respected it, and in return, they saved a life. Sometimes, the greatest victories leave no scars. Only hope. Stories like this remind us who we can be. They show us that every life matters, no matter how small or helpless. In a world filled with chaos, acts of kindness shine the brightest. Today, you witnessed courage. You witnessed compassion. You witnessed humanity at its best. And if this story moved you, remember, you don't need to be a hero to make a difference. Sometimes, all it takes is caring.